Welcome to the Professionalist Real Estate Investing Podcast with your host, Tony Jacobs. This podcast is not just about making money. It's about creating a legacy that stands the test of time. From analyzing market trends to mastering negotiation skills, we will leave no stone unturned as we guide you through different stages of real estate investing. We will bring on industry leaders and share stories from the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. So now, it's time to level up your real estate game. And there's no better way to do it than right here with us at the Professionalist Real Estate Investing Podcast.
Hey everybody, Rob here, flying solo. Tony couldn't join us today, and we're running a day behind. However, wanted to get something out for you guys, so trying to pick up where we left off last time. We were talking about who could be a real estate investor in a real estate syndication deal. So there's two types of investors that are defined by the SEC or the Securities and Exchange Commission. The first type is an accredited investor. To become an accredited investor, you have to make $200,000 a year as a single person, or $300,000 a year with a spouse, or have a net worth of $1 million. The other type is called a sophisticated investor. A sophisticated investor has to have sophisticated knowledge and experience in financial and business matters to make them capable of evaluating the merits and risks of the prospective investment. Basically, somebody who has a lot of experience in the real estate market, understands underwriting, and understands how to really assess an asset. So, moving on from there, I want to talk to you guys about the two different ways that you can write a real estate syndication deal. It really sometimes can seem overwhelming, and it can seem kind of like somebody's trying to sell you a get-rich-quick scheme, but the reality of the situation is that it could take years for you to get a full return on investment. However, depending on the way that the syndication's actually written, it can really be beneficial to you as an investor, either as a limited partner or a general partner. It's beneficial to both. So one of the two ways that you can write a real estate syndication is called a direct split. And so that's where it's predetermined how much each person's going to get at the end of the deal when the asset is liquidated. And so that typically would be something like 70% to the limited partners and 30% to the general partners. The other type of real estate syndication deal is where the limited partner gets an annual percentage, and that's written out how they'll get it back. It's either monthly, or it's quarterly, or it's biannually, or it's an annual percentage. Typically it's 10 to 12% annual return. And then at the end of the deal, at the liquidation stage, that's when the limited partner will get the entire original investment returned to them. At that point is when the general partner will get their larger sum of money. And as a general partner, that's when you can start to really build your real estate portfolio up a lot. And then something else I wanted to talk to you guys about tonight was the three phases of a real estate syndication deal. So the first phase of a real estate syndication deal is called origination. That's where the general partners are going out and they're finding deals to bring to the limited partners. They're doing the due diligence. They're making sure that the roof's good. They're making sure that the numbers are running well. They're making sure that what the landowner or the property owner is telling them that their profits are their profits. They're checking the current rent rates as opposed to other properties of similar nature in similar neighborhoods and making sure that the rent rates are at market value, making sure that there's room to increase the profits. So the final part of stage 1 is when you close the deal. Stage 2 is called operation. And so that's where you're doing your maintenance, you're doing your upgrading of your units, you're making sure that you're keeping your vacancies filled, making sure that your landscaping's up to par, all of that kind of stuff. And then your final stage is called liquidation. A liquidation is when you refinance or you sell, and that's where everybody gets their larger chunk of money back. So, alright, I know tonight it's a shorter episode. I'm going to do something a little bit different this time though, you guys. I'm going to close this one out with a quote. The quote tonight is that education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. It's by Malcolm X. Think about that one. Try to learn something every day. Good night, you guys. Thanks for sticking with me through this one.